In last video, we discussed what is sigmoid function, the theory part, and we discussed the logistic regression, how they really work, the binary output, 0 and 1, any kind of dual output can be there. And we have the formula 1 by 1 plus e to the power z. Now, in this video, we have talked about the gist in the last video, the theory. We will talk about the practical approach. So we will not discuss the theory here. We will go to the next step, that is the practical approach, how we use logistic regression in any machine learning model. So I will create a data and just small data just for the example here, and we'll do the logistic regression on it, and we create a machine learning model on that. So we're creating a new file where we will create a database with pandas and a small database where we have some, 2 or 3 columns and our target value. I am assuming that you already understand the machine learning approach, how the machine learning models are created, and I'm moving a step ahead how to directly implement that machine learning model in this case. So naming this as logistic regression. So first we import pandas. Let me run it once. Let me make sure. All right. Let's make it for form, that is better. From a skilled linear model to make it simple, importing or logistic regression. Simple, straightforward approach. And what we will do, guys, we create a database. To create a data, we have 2 or 3 options, guys. We can use something from PD, and we can create a dictionary and create a simple data set from it. So we have that approach, or we can also use some different approaches that we have to get the idea of it. So moving further, let me remove this part, PD dot data frame. I create a dictionary in this. Now to create a dictionary, simple fashion, curly bracket, and you give some data set, and that will be your main column. So I'm seeing one data set name part can be there, or something you can say category or class, something like that. So ID can do for me right now. So I'm taking an ID, and in this ID, I would like to create a list that has some range in that. So say the IDs are simple, straightforward range function, 1, 10. That should do. Let's make it 11, so it goes to 10, and that is my ID column. Again, the ID column is not really required. It is not going to even relevant with the database, the target part, but just creating it for the sense of so it look like a data frame. That's it. Another ID list I'm creating is that you can say we create a target value. So target value will be there, and say I call it target only. Create a list that has 0 and 1. So random 0 and 1 is what we required. We have 10 values, so we give say 1 0 0 0 1. Now guys, I'm not taking it in a particular symmetry or anything like that, taking any 1 0, taking any value, and obviously the accuracy will not be good either. But to create this model, how to actually do it in a small data, that is what we are going to cover. So 4 5 6 7, say 8 and 9, that should do. We have 10 values, I hope. 3 3 6 7 8 9 10. That is okay. So we have this ID, we have this particular value, and another value you can keep any random value that if you want to. So you can give a random import numpy as np, and you can always take a random value with numpy. So that is a very decent way of doing it. So say let's not make it here. So look it in a proper sequence and put another comma and put it in between. So I'm giving say value, just the name. Now in the data, we will just pick the data and we pick few columns from it. So we just pick data.iloc and I want to pick say all rows and just slash tool 2. That should give me the value that I'm looking for. Putting this particular filter inside the data, DAT, that is what I'm picking. That is my new data frame, which has the value only. Okay, the training value, I can also call it train. That will be easy to understand. This is my train. And guys, next, what I'm going to do, let me put it in this way, train. And next, what I'm going to do, have a target value. So this target value is nothing. In the data that I have, I will pick the target column. Target, that it is, and this, that is my value. If I just say dot value of it, that is also okay. Oh, I have to not to use the parenthesis. Here we go. Values, I believe. Oh, series. It has no. Okay. That should do. Perfect. So we have this array which has all the values. We'll put this as a target. So we say target TARG and we are giving it to the column. Now we have separated the both the values. What we will do, we will train the model. To train the model, what we will do, guys, we simply move forward and say give some sort of value. So logistic regression. So we have to create a LR logistic regression. Okay, let's move this logistic regression. That is all. And in the LR, guys, we fit the model, LR.fit. When I say fit, I'm giving my data to train the model. That training part that I have created, I will use that training part. I will use the target, TRG. That is my target value. Now, taking these two values, it will get trained. And next time we can just, predict them from the model, LR.predict, and can give the value. Now, to give this value, to give this particular value, that what kind of value you have to give to have the prediction correct or wrong, we can give some values. Now, usually we keep one or two line separate for the very same thing to have this prediction done. And right now, we can just pick data and the last rows. So what we can pick, data dot iloc with the bracket from the, let's not take from the very first line. So I'm picking from say 8. Okay, from 8 to the very last, that should do. And that is the main row, and I don't want to all the column. So I put the comma and I put the column and 2. That is going to filter out. Yes. This is what I'm going to give as the test part, just to check if it works. Yes. And this is the output it is giving. It is giving me the output 0 and 1. Guys, and again, it is just a example here. We can create some different values and we can actually get the value done properly. So just copying this and pasting this, and if we take say only third one, that should do. No, that is not the way. Yeah. Taking all the rows, and that should do. I can also start with 2. That is also not a. Okay, leave it, no issue. So we have 0 and 1, we have predicted 0 and 1. And now, guys, obviously we are taking the same data that we've used for training, that was always going to be predicted properly. So that is a kind of cheating. We should not use the same data. We should have a separate value and we should use that part. So we can also create a value. That is also okay. What we can do, we can have a same data frame. Say we have this same data frame and create a testing value here. So now let's not use this, and we create a data frame, say test. test, and we can remove this. We can say it test2, and the value will not go from range to this and that. Obviously, this time it will start from 11 to say 13. That is the two rows that I'm looking for. And rand int, I just want two values. That should do. And the target value, say this is my target value. Now, guys, it is a random pick. Everything is random. So practically, it is going to not give you the result that you're looking for. But it is just to give you an idea that what you can do. Or I have missed as feature as for example 2. Okay, we expect 2, but is giving 3. What are the 3 features that again? Okay, target is not required. Why I'm creating target here? Let me know that part. Yes, that should do. So you have 0, 0. This is the prediction that machine learning model has done. Now, guys, obviously, it cannot be a completely 100% accurate. Plus, a lot of data is required to actually get the training. But this should give you an idea that how a data can be done, I mean, created, cleaned, and then give it to the machine learning models. Now, this is the part where we do the fit. This is the training part. This is the test part that we have given the model and it has done the prediction. Not testing, but it is the prediction part. Now, accuracy can be checked, but obviously the model is not trained enough. The 10 rows are not never enough. So it will not make much sense when we go for the testing part. But this should give you a clarity that how a machine learning model is created with the data set. To make it a small and straightforward thing, I've created a small data set. In the coming videos, we will take a proper data and clean it and properly work on project. Thanks for watching, guys. This is all.